The Power Pack Vitamin E.
Okay, during that commercial break, Andy Fields just gave Toyota back a 10-point lead. And try as they might, the Crispa Redmanizers just can't seem to come within striking distance. They had an unproductive play following that conversion by Fields. And on the return play, we have an offensive foul by Ricky Relosa.
Well, Gibson had 14 points during the third quarter. For the Super Corollas, Koonce had 8, Fernandez had 6. By Cristobal had 3 baskets in a row for 6 points.
All right, here's an announcement from the PBA. The PBA will be going to Naga City on October 15th with 2 of the Pro League glamour teams, Toyota and Eco Panduay, to play at the University of Nueva Cáceres gym. The PBA is also calling on all provincial promoters who may be interested in sponsoring some games in their locales to contact the PBA offices, 818-1040, 818-1435, and 818-1450. Ooh, Abit Gidabin on the line. Boy, a game like this can sure leave you breathless, huh? Just like Smirnoff vodka. And orange juice, and what do you have? A screwdriver. Best for a tight situation like this. Toyota Crispa Set 2. Smirnoff vodka and orange juice. Go to it. It's the best.
And you can bet your last peso on that, huh?
Even my last sock, which got burned the last time I did a coverage. Irish Francis are nice now. 9 minutes and 47 seconds. They were ahead by 8. All right, traveling without a passport. Velosa is replaced during the dead ball situation
by Paul Herrera. Surprising to see Ramon Fernandez or Abe King, either or, still sitting on the bench at this crucial part of the ballgame.
Yes, they've been cooling their heels for quite a spell now. Bernie Fabiosa, nope, he gets it right back. He's going to try again. A turnaround. Somebody seems to be moving the goal every time he takes an attempt at it. 93-85, 9:23 left there. Arnie Twadless orchestrating defensive. Fields puts it up over Brown. Nope. Abit Gidabin for the rebound. Time left, 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Crispa will have to buy a basket in this play.
You can see the scoring percentages there. And again, the Redmanizers cutting down the lead to only 6 right now, but
there's always Donnie Ray Koonce.
Great baseball pass by Andy Fields from the throw-in.
95-87. Crispa hasn't come closer than 8 points, but they're trying mightily. Here's Bernie Fabiosa. Lou Brown took advantage of his heft that time. You know, the Redmanizers are not really coming down fast enough on defense. That's why the Toyota Corollas are running rings around them on those fast breaks. 95-89, 6-point lead. Baseline drive by Fields. He dunks it in, but what?
Violation call against Andy Fields. But before we get to that, a timeout by the Toyota.
Get a Kelvinator refrigerator today. It's got the largest freezer compartment in its class.
230 pounds of Lou Brown behind that shot that cut down the Toyota lead to only 4 points, 95-91 with 8 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game clock. Francis Arnaiz has it. Good rejection by Lou Brown. Ball is alive. Fields goes in, and this time the referee holds play foul. Philip Cezar.
We have Ramon Fernandez, who has been sent back into the ballgame to replace Paul Herrera now there. You can see the two protagonists, Cezar Fernandez, pretty close there. Fernandez having a 2-point edge in score.
Here's Mon Fernandez feeding Koonce. Now he was in triple territory, and that's not exactly the best angle in the world. Here's Bernie Fabiosa. They're behind by only 4. They have to get a basket here to come to within striking distance. All right, Bernie Fabiosa carefully orchestrating the play. Moves inside. Beautiful penetration, but the shot was too strong. Here's Abit Gidabin. Reverse layup. And the tip in by Lou Brown.
The reason why Edo Campo is standing up right now, he wants an offensive goaltending call for that play. Because the ball was on top of the rim when Lou Brown stopped it in.
Well, the referees didn't see it that way. Here's one Fernandez. Promptly giving Toyota back a 4-point lead, and there is the tandem of Baby DeLupan and Danny Floro. Very phlegmatic about the whole thing. Okay, Lou Brown against Andy Fields. He outweighs Fields by about 30 pounds, and he sinks it again with a bank.
And Lou Brown coming on very strong in this fourth quarter.
Coming on strong indeed. He's got 12 points already. 97-95. Arnie Twadless throwing up a prayer, and the loose ball struggled for Donnie Koonce finally winning it for Toyota. Here's Arnie. Despite the triple team, he banks it in.
This is another classic game, Joe.
Another classic. And that's an upward statement too.
Here comes Philip Cezar.
Philip Cezar getting his baseline drive plus a foul
From Ramon Fernandez.
It looks pretty bad for Ramon Fernandez. He just picked up his 5th foul. I don't know if Ed Ocampo is going to keep him in. All right, let's take this opportunity to remind you about our North-South All-Star Series. Yes, you will be seeing the likes of Fernandez, Guidabin, Arnaiz, Fabiosa, and Martinez playing together as a team. And that would be October 23 in Cebu City. These Visayan superstars will form part of the South All-Star selection, the first ever North-South All-Star meet. This unique sports spectacle will be brought to you by Mellow Yellow, the world.
And look at this. Lou Brown pulling that defensive rebound, giving it to Fabiosa. A 1-point lead for the Redmanizers right now.
Terrific uphill climb staged here by the Crispa Redmanizers. They suddenly exploded, and now they're up by 1. Andy Fields is double-teamed. Definitely the momentum is on the side of the Crispa Redmanizers. The triple attempt by Francis goes awry. There's the outlet pass intended for Fabiosa. Foul by Francis?
No, just a tap out by Francis Arnaiz. The Redmanizers will keep 21 seconds left on their shot clock. 1-point lead for the Redmanizers.
Oh, I thought it was a foul because the Coliseum announcer announced his name. It meant that he was being replaced by Donnie Florencio.
Yes, Joe.
All
Only
right,
5.5 minutes left in this ball game.
A steal by Donnie Florencio. Arnie Tuatles lost it to the baseline. Very sloppy playing here by the Toyota Super Corollas.
Well, Florencio really just wanted to give up the pass. He didn't want Padim Israel to foul him, you know. So it will just be a loose ball foul. And he never saw where Arnie Tuatles was anyway.
Okay, Crispa up by 1. Still up by 1 after that miss by Lou Brown. The Toyota fast break being fashioned again, and Fabiosa readily acknowledges the foul. 3 personals on Bernie Fabiosa. All of a sudden, the Crispa fans are alive. Guidabin is replaced by Freddy Ubalde, who's coming from the bench totally cold.
Yes, first time for Freddy Ubalde to see action tonight.
199, 5 minutes and 6 seconds to go, and what is shaping up as another Crispa Toyota 1 for the books. And that's 1 outside the hoop for Von Fernandez. Toyota keeps it, however. Second time around for Fernandez, still in vain. We have a loose ball foul. Koonce, Donnie Koonce. We've got a timeout by Ed Ocampo.
Plus, the Power Pack Vitamin E.
Well, you all know that phase. It belongs to Lorna Tolentino, who is an avid fan of I don't know what team.
Well, they're all avid fans of basketball. #1 sport in our country.
And will be for a long time to come. Here's Lou Brown for Crispa. They're looking for a 3-point lead. The hook shot, too strong. And the ball goes off the floor. Last touch by Freddy Ubalde. Time left, 4 minutes and 36 seconds. Quickly now, Andrew, could you tell me what brought about this terrific comeback by the Crispa Redmanizers? They didn't do it in a wink of an eye. They did it step by step.
Yes, but Lou Brown controlled the defensive rebounds. The Toyota Super Corollas suddenly found their outside shots not going to the basket. And Lou Brown there with a foul.
Okay, that's 16 fouls now for Crispa and 5 personals for Lou Brown. And here comes Gibson for Brown.
Could be an advantage for the Redmanizers right now because Gibson is coming fresh from the bench while Andy Fields has been battling it out in the field.
Oh, he's been the indefatigable workhorse, and that was Donnie Florencio who just restored Toyota into the lead. 101 to 100. Nip and tuck battle here. 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Bernie Fabiosa working around the perimeter and drawing a foul from Donnie Florencio.
Lou Brown, Ramon Fernandez, 5 fouls apiece. Ramon still in the ball game right now.
Bernie Fabiosa has it. Watch out for the Magnolia Best Player of the Game awarding right after this match. And Crispa gets the lead right back.
Joe, Magnolia's flavor of the month for October is Caramel Fantasy.
But what you're watching right now is not fantasy, but fact. Crispa ahead by 1, 102 to 101 with 3 minutes and 45 to go. Bernie Fabiosa tried to intercept, and banged into Donnie Florencio, and the foul is slapped on Bernie Fabiosa. That's his fourth personal. We have at 43 seconds. Crispa ahead by 1, but Toyota has the basketball. Florencio now. Stay tuned, by the way, for the delayed telecast of the game between Iko Tanduay and Gilbis Jin. Right after this, live coverage. Fade away by Donnie Koonce, and again, Donnie Koonce to the rescue.
You know, Joe, you put it perfectly when you said this is a fight for survival. And both of the teams proving that with their brand of basketball.
And the odd thing about it is not a fight for survival for the championship, but a fight for survival for the quarterfinals.
That's the way it is. Toyota has 5 team fouls, while the Crispa Redmanizers already in penalty situation. And there we have a foul by Arnie Tuadles.
Arnie Tuadles acknowledging the foul with a very sheepish grin, sending Bernie Fabiosa to the stripe and a chance to give Crispa back the lead. Third foul by Arnie Tuadles. Time left 3 minutes and 9 seconds. That's still a lot of basketball. In a Crispa Toyota match, even 2 seconds can decide the outcome of the game.
We have Atoy being sent back into the ball game to replace Padim Israel, who did a good job defending against Donnie Ray Koonce.
He worked very inconspicuously but very effectively. Oh, again. Mon Fernandez just picked up his 6th and last foul. It's graduation exercises for Mon Fernandez, and this is going to be a terrible blow for Edocampo.
Yes, especially down the wire. You know, Fabiosa missed his 2 foul shots, but there was a recovery, and Fernandez fouled Fabiosa in the follow-up process.
Fabiosa, a very cerebral player. He really fished that one from Mon Fernandez and succeeded immensely. And now he's got a chance once again to give Crispa back the lead.
Abe King has been sent back into the ball game to replace the fouled out Ramon Fernandez. Fabiosa missing 3 in a row.
Fabiosa missing 3 in a row. Well, he's got 10 points. Well, he can still tie the game. And that's exactly what he did. Both clubs now over the team foul limit. So every defensive foul or loose ball foul from here on in will incur the penalty of 2 free throws off the stripe. 2 minutes and 57 seconds left. King with a pass to Donnie Ray Koonce. Florencio is open. Fabiosa is on him. He takes the 18-footer.
Oh, Florencio is proving himself, coming in the ball game in the 4th quarter and hitting 2 shots here that are very crucial.
4 points for Donnie Florencio. That one sunk.
And also Bernard Fabiosa coming on with an acrobatic shot of his own. Another tight ball game, Joe.
Bernie Fabiosa has the limelight all to himself in these last 3 minutes anyway. A steal by Philip Cezar and a foul by Donnie Florencio. And there's Bernie Fabiosa trying to convince the referee to slap a technical foul also on Donnie Florencio. Let's take a look again. That's also the 6th foul for Donnie Florencio, so he joins Mon Fernandez in exile. Philip Cezar on the line. These charities could very well spell the outcome of this ball game.
Francis Arnaiz was sent to the ball game to replace Donnie Florencio. Philip Cezar with 2 very crucial foul shots, as you mentioned, Joe.
Philip Cezar made sure about that one, so it's a 1-point lead for the Redmanizers. They need this second one to make it a little bit more comfortable. Oh, Philip Cezar was disgusted with himself. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Toyota behind by 1. Donnie Ray Koonce makes his move, fouled from behind by Freddie Ubalde. It's going to be take 2 for Donnie Koonce. So what a guy to foul. He is one of the most consistent foul shooters, if not the most consistent foul shooter in the entire league.
Yes, I think so. And he had made 24 straight foul shots before.
He's not about to miss one now. So it's dead even at 106, but I guess it won't be for long. Yes, it's Toyota back in the driver's seat. 107, 106. Time left. 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Hang on to your seats. We're in for another dizzying windup. This is one of those cardiac ball games again. So if you've got hypertension or heart trouble, you better turn off your TV sets. Okay, these last 2 minutes brought to you by Lipovitan. The score, 108 for Crispa, 107 for Toyota. Backcourt pressure now by Freddie Ubalde on the defensive combination of Francis Arnaiz and Mr. Donnie Ray Koonce.
The Super Corollas are going to go to Donnie Ray Koonce because he's up against, well, Andy Fields there with a layup of his own, getting back the lead again for the Super Corollas.
Andy Fields humiliating Gibson. Bernie Fabiosa threw up a prayer. The ball was knocked out of bounds, yes.
Good block by Donnie Ray Koonce. He really flew up in that air.
Paul Herrera coming in for Arnie Twadlis. And look, we have a bit of physical action here between Bernie Fabiosa and Francis Arnaiz. And now, everybody's trying to get into the act. Okay, the cooler heads intervening in time. Well, I suppose this kind of thing is inevitable. The game was much too close. And in any Crispa Toyota match, tempers are really bound to flare. But then the cooler heads intervened in time to prevent any aggravation of the incident. Actually, the thing started with Francis and Bernie. I don't know what provoked it. Anyway.
It happened just right at the bench of the Redmanizers.
Right.
Well, you know, the intensity, like you say, Joe, when you're fighting for survival.
Yes. It is a very emotionally charged game, and you have to give allowances for the fact that these players are also human.
Yes.
May we have your attention, please?
All right, let's listen to this announcement. Okay. The Coliseum announcer is asking everybody who doesn't have any business being in the court to clear the court. The score before that incident took place, 108 for Crispa, 109 for Toyota. Well, to whom would you charge this timeout then, Andrew?
Oh, there's no timeout. They're just trying to clear up the things, the incidents. The officials are talking about it to see if whoever was involved in the scuffle and maybe try to clear up things a bit. And if there should be guys that should be suspended, then they will announce that.
Baby Dalupan is signaling to us. I think he's trying to tell us something, Andrew. Can you make it out?
Maybe he wants us to see if we could take it slow-mo or something like that of what happened to the game. What happened in that incident? Who were the guys involved, you know?
Well, actually, I saw it start with Francis and Bernie, except that I didn't know who threw the first punch.
Well, right now we have the Francis Arnaiz and Philip Cezar, the captain ball of both teams, being advised by referee Victorino about the turn of events, you know, and we're not really sure on what is being told to them right now.
Well, I tell you, this was bound to happen. Not because of any failing on anybody's part, but simply because the game was just too heated. All right.
King Distrito out of the playing court.
Okay, there are the ejections, the evictions.
Well, we might as well announce them, Joe.
All right.
Francis Arnaiz, Abe King, Bernard Fabiosa, and Distrito, who came into the ball game from the bench.
Distrito was not even on the floor. He was on the bench, wasn't he?
Yes, he gave a flying kick to Abe King. We saw that on our slow-mo earlier.
So all the protagonists in that scuffle are now being ejected from the court.
You know, that really leaves the Toyota bench depleted with Fernandez having fouled out and also Danny Florencio. Now Francis Arnaiz and Abe King has been ejected from the ball game.
Most of all, they will be missing the services of Francis Arnaiz.
You know, but right now we have 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the ball game. Toyota has a 1-point lead. So this is anybody's ball game, huh?
And there is Bernie Fabiosa leaving the hard court, and he's got an ice pack on his right eye. I think that's where he caught a left.
He left hook?
No, I think it was a left jab. 109 to 108 is the count. Toyota with the upper hand. Everybody is up on his feet. But things are all under control. Things are all under control.
Yes, both of the coaches seem to have agreed to the suspensions without even, raising any point, because these were the guys, the principals that were really involved in the melee.
Because you can discuss who was at fault till you're blue in the face and you won't be able to come up with a definitive conclusion. That's why it was the wisest thing to simply eject all those parties involved.
So the ball will stay with the Redmanizers with 19 seconds left on their shot clock, 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the ball game. We might as well give the lineup of the Toyota Super Corollas, Joe.
Okay, Arnaiz's name will have to be removed from that lineup.
We have Coloso, Relosa, Paul Herrera, and the two imports, Donnie Ray Koonce and Andy Fields.
And for the Crispa Redmanizers, we have Atoy, Bike Cristobal, Freddy Ubalde, Philip Cezar, and Michael Gibson. Okay, the last minute and 32 seconds of this game is underway. Crispa on the offensive. Atoyko has it, top of the key. Donnie Ray Koonce watching him. Very tight, one-on-one here by the Toyota Super Corollas. Here's Gibson making his move off Andy Fields and getting a foul from Andy Fields. That's his fourth foul. Okay, both clubs are over the limit, and so it's going to be take two for Gibson. And how good is he from the stripe, Andrew?
Well, earlier he made 2 out of 2, but we can't really tell because the pressure is coming in right now. He has 34 points in the ball game.
He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders right now, but those look like very strong shoulders to me.
We have a tight ball game right now. Gibson could give back the lead to the Redmanizers.
It is back in the hands of the Crispa Redmanizers. 110 to 109. Time left, 1 minute and 15. Donnie Ray Koonce. Coloso has been sent in to replace the ejected Francis Arnaiz. Donnie Ray Koonce making his move inside the lane. And we have a foul. Freddy Ubalde was the guilty party. That's his second personal.
I think the Super Corollas will continue to go to Donnie Ray Koonce because he's up against Freddy Ubalde. He has a 2-inch advantage there, and he's much quicker than Freddy.
And not only that, he's got a very, very consistent hand from the free throw line. See what I mean?
He doesn't want to prove you wrong. Joe, I can hear you holding your breath.
Yeah, I don't want him making a liar out of me. He's got 31 points now. All right, the lead is back in Toyota hands. 111 to 110, 1 minute and 4 seconds to go. By Cristobal and Atoyko bringing up the back line for the Crispa Redmanizers going into the home stretch. Less than a minute, 56 seconds to be exact. 11 seconds left in the shot clock of Crispa, and we have a foul.
Foul Coloso.
Team Coloso committed that foul, sending by Cristobal to the free throw line. Again, consistency and the ability to withstand pressure is going to spell a big factor in the outcome of this game. Can by Cristobal take it?
I really don't know, Joe. I think it's a very good outside shot. But what was important to me was this substitution of David Dalupan, sending in Padim Israel for Ubalde. So Padim may take up Koonce. He doesn't want to give up, just too easy for free throws for Donnie Ray Koonce.
Well, Israel did a fine job on Donnie Ray Koonce much earlier. So we're going to go by that. Oh, Cristobal splitting his charities, and the score is 1-1-1-1-1-1.
Yes, sir. 42 seconds left in the ball game.
All right, here's Donnie Ray Koonce.
Up
the
against
man of the hour. Yes, sir. He puts it up. A trifle strong. The rebound to Michael Gibson with 30 seconds to go. Okay, let's see. The Crispa Redmanizers are going to probably try to run down the clock, but maybe that's not advisable because they only have 14 seconds to go and 19 seconds on the game clock. So even if they convert at the last second, Toyota will still have an opportunity. Oh, an unproductive play, and here comes Donnie Ray Koonce. 8 seconds to go. Donnie lays in it. No go. The ball going off the floor. It's Crispa's ball. We may go into overtime with only 3 seconds to go. Crispa will get possession. What a game. We'll be right back.
1980 and 1981. E Plus, the Power Pack Vitamin E.
Andy Howe, I'm practically breathless. My vocal cords are strained to the limit. We've got 3 seconds left. And what do you think?
Well, the Redmanizers called a timeout. They will throw in from the half court. They will have the last shot at the basket unless they make a miscue from the throw-in. So the Toyota Super Corollas have to play good defense without fouling because they are in penalty situations.
Well, that side should relieve the pressure from all those who are probably having a case of hypertension right now.
You can see that the fans shouting towards each other. That's from the north and south side, you know.
Wow. What a game it's turned out. Only 3 seconds to go. There's a great possibility that this encounter is going into overtime.
That possibility is very real right now. And Gibson will throw in, so watch out for Atoy, Philip Cezar, or maybe by Cristobal. Remember, Toyota cannot foul.
Gibson inbounding. All right. The ball got away from by Cristobal.
You know, we were asking for that, Joe. There was no possibility that they may not be able to throw in well.
And do you know how much time is left? Exactly 1.7 seconds. 1.7 seconds. Time enough for Toyota to be able to convert. But then that's a far-fetched possibility.
You know, Toyota will probably opt for an alley-oop play. You know, Donnie Ray Koonce has been doing it in the past. He has done it tonight twice. And they may opt for an alley-oop pass. Remember, the time does not stop, does not start until the ball touches somebody's hands.
On the floor.
Yes, Joe.
All right. You know, I remember very distinctly a game in the NBA about 10 years ago when Bill Russell was still active. They were playing, I think, the Philadelphia 76ers, and Havlicek was given the chore of inbounding because Havlicek had a very, very accurate pass. And there was Bill Russell just waiting in the wings for a backdoor play. It was actually an alley-oop. With only 1 second to go, Bill Russell sprinted towards the basket where Havlicek aimed his pass, and before you knew it, it was all over. The Boston Celtics had won. Could it happen here?
Yes, that's very possible. I could never forget that game, Joe. I was about maybe 16 years old then. But
I was 12.
That possibility is right, very real. We can see Edo Campo talking with his boys. The important thing is that the passer must feed the guy. You know, Donnie Ray Koonce has been doing this with Francis Arnaiz, but right now Francis is not in the ball game. The communication between Francis and Donnie Ray Koonce has been perfect. So the important thing here is the passer. Well, Andy Fields can also have an alley-oop pass. He's much taller. He can even dunk the ball.
One thing is certain here. Toyota cannot afford to let this game go into overtime because they have a very depleted bench.
Well, right now it seems that the way that the Toyota Super Corollas are positioned, it's Andy Fields who's going to throw in. So most probably Donnie Ray Koonce. And if there is a foul, he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, I'm sure Baby Dalupan told his boys not to commit a foul under any circumstances.
Timeout, Toyota Corolla.
Okay, Edo Campo is using up all his timeouts now. Whew. What do you say in a game like this? 1.7 seconds to go. The score is dead even, 111 to 111. There was a small incident that erupted about 2 minutes remaining, which resulted in the ejection of 4 players. Distrito, Fabiosa, Francis Arnaiz, and Abe King. Mon Fernandez is permanently sidelined down 6 fouls, and so is Danny Florencio.
Well, they still have Arnie Tuadles there, but so far Edo Campo has not seen fit to send him into the ball game.
Well, Baby Dalupan is going to stick to his men, the same men who certainly carried the brunt of the Crispa cause during these last 5 crucial minutes. Michael Gibson, Atoy, Padim Israel, by Cristobal, and there's another man who's probably seated on the bench. Philip Cezar?
Yes.
Okay, for Edo Campo, he's got Andy Fields, Paul Herrera, Ricky Relosa, Donnie Ray Koonce, and somebody who's hidden from my view. Tim Coloso. Okay, that's Edo Campo working with them.
It's a good view our camera is taking. Edo Campo motioning to his players on what he wants the play to be.
Would you hazard a guess as to what he is exactly telling his charges?
Well, if it's Andy Fields that's going to do the throwing, it's going to definitely go to Donnie Ray Koonce. Unless the Crispa Redmanizers play that kind of a defense that will box him out. But now it's Koonce taking the... Koonce is the one going to throw in. And again, Baby now goes to timeout.
It's Baby Dalupan's turn to use up his remaining timeout. Wow. this game is not going to get going until all the timeouts have been used. And already we've had how many? 3 consecutive timeouts.
Yes, we may set a record here.
Yes, sir. We are deliberately withholding the commercial so you will not miss a single piece of the action, whether the game is on or not. Right now, you've got Educampo and his crew on your screens. He's using a slate.
Magnetic scoreboard, magnetic board, probably. We see Educampo now using Arnie Tuadles.
Well, if somebody can hit from the outside, it's Arnie Tuadles or drive.
Yes, you know, when you put Arnie Tuadles together with Koonce, you put another option that the Crispa Redmanizers have to defend against. And he took out Ricky Relosa.
I don't know what Baby Dalupan is telling his 5, but I imagine he's telling them to play well, don't foul, and keep praying.
No, probably he's trying to anticipate the play of the Toyota Super Corollas and just telling his boys to do proper defense against the possible alley-oop passes or a double screen wherein Koonce may be given a pass to take an outside shot, or even Arnie Tuadles, who has been sent into the ball game.
You know, frankly, if I were the coach in a situation like this, I wouldn't know what to say. I would just keep silent, bring out my rosary, and start really praying.
Alam mo, the pressure here in this kind of a thing, Joe, is from the passer. And this time it's Team Coloso who's being pressured by Cristobal.
Okay, 1.7 seconds to go. Koonce has it. All right, that's it.
With defense.
That's it. We go into overtime. And we shall have that right after this.
We'll be back.
A Kelvinator refrigerator today. It's got the largest freezer compartment in its class.
Well, Andy Howe, I don't know how my voice is coming through, but if it sounds like I just swallowed a rattlesnake, our viewers will please forgive us. We've been hollering our head off right from the start of this game, and I don't think we have enough left for 5 more minutes of this kind of action.
You know, Joe, I was just passed on a statistic. In this open conference, we've had 40 games so far. This is the 6th overtime. It just shows you what kind of a league we have right now. The balance of the teams.
And whoever said professional basketball is dying must have his head examined. All right, 5 minutes of extra play. Jumping, Andy Fields versus Michael Gibson. The ball goes to Donnie Ray Koonce. He was the one who gallantly tried that last second shot, but it missed the rim by about 2 feet. 1-11 all. Okay, let's take a look at the lineups right now. Fields, Coloso, Herrera, Koonce, and Tuadles for Toyota, Gibson, Kogidabin, Cezar, and Israel. Like I said, Toyota's bench is badly depleted, and they will have this distinct handicap in this overtime period.
Well, Koonce had to throw out that shot. Ateco could not hold on to the ball. The Super Corollas will have a fresh 25 seconds on their shot clock.
Here's Arnie Tuadles with a bounce pass to Donnie Ray Koonce at low post. Padim Israel is on him. Arnie overshooting. The rebound to Padim. He's doing great, huh?
He backs out Donnie Ray Koonce very well there.
Abid Gudaben fails with a drive. And that big uproar is a protest from the Chris fanatic fans regarding the referee's declaration that it is Toyota's basketball. 4 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Paul Herrera in the right wing. He provides a screen for Arnie Tuadles, who puts it up and in. 113 to 111, Toyota. By a hair. Here is Atoyko. Coloso sticking to him like a Siamese twin. He's deep in the right quarter court now with a bounce pass to Gibson. He's going to challenge Fields. Yes!
Good loop shot by Gibson, tying the ball game again. Remember, in the overtime, you're allowed 4 fouls before you get into penalty situation.
1-1-3 to 1-1-3. That's like starting from scratch all over again. Here is Fields bumping into Gibson, and the referee halts play.
Blocking foul called against Gibson.
Arnie Tuadles will inbound. Time left, 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Here's Arnie, trying to figure out what to do. Paul Herrera comes to his rescue. Paul gives him a screen. Instead, he elects to drive and makes it.
Arnie Tuadles, 4 points in the overtime.
Arnie Tuadles just might be the hero, depending on the outcome of this game. 115 to 113, a 2-point lead for the Toyota Super Corollas. Padim Israel has it. Very steady player. He's proven himself tonight. Atoy now, making his move off Coloso. Lost it to the baseline. Last touch by Team Coloso. No! The referee says otherwise.
The Team Coloso there played good defense. Last touch called against Atoy. Team Coloso, over-eager there, slipping on the floor.
Andy Fields, let's watch him work against Gibson. Tuadles off Philip Cezar. Got it again! Tuadles. 117 to 113. 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Baby Dalupan calls a timeout.
They called a timeout after that baseline violation. They were stepping on the line. And
Matis Persone in this very suspenseful drama unfolding right before your eyes. You on your television screens and some 22 to 23,000 people here at the Araneta Coliseum. One of them is this very colorful, I don't know if it's a he or a she, but whoever it is.
Nicer fan.
On the other hand, we have a grandma over there who is not to be outdone when it comes to theatricals.
All out for Crispa for her.
117 to 113. You're picking up several slices of life in this basketball game. 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go. Toyota up by 4. They also got possession after that error before that timeout by the Crispa Redmanizers. Arnie Tuadles. Let's see what he's going to do. Philip Cezar is on it. Turn around by Fields. Yes! And Toyota, despite a depleted bench, is ahead by 6 points, 119 to 113. But we still have 2 minutes and 27 to go. Anything can still happen.
That's very true, Joe. A lot of things can happen in this ball game. We have a foul there called against Paul Herrera.
Paul Herrera committed a foul. How many team fouls now for Toyota? Just one.
Crispa is very clean yet, Joe. A lot of fouls that they can give up right now.
Well, actually, I think they have one foul. Here's by Cristobal. Oh, look at that pass. Right between the legs of Coloso. Culminating in a shot by Philip Cezar, cutting down the Toyota lead to only 4 with a good 2 minutes and 10 seconds ahead of us. This is overtime play. Crispa versus Toyota. Another titanic collision. And the play certainly has lived up to their billing. Last 2 minutes. Here's Donnie Ray Koonce. 2 tries in a row by Toyota. Andy Fields.
Vince really fought for that offensive rebound before he made that shot. They have a 6-point lead right now.
121 to 115. Time left, 1 minute and 41. Gidabin moves to the left side, and the referee halts play.
Foul Coloso.
Team Coloso is called for the foul, his second personal. That's the second team foul for Toyota against only one for the Crispa Redmanizers. Remember, they have 4 fouls before they go over the limit. Cristobal misses an 18-footer. Gibson throws up a player deflected by Fields. And here is Coloso telling his crew, okay, fellas, let's slow it down. We have all the time in the world to kill. 18 seconds of their shot clock, 1 minute and 23 left in the game clock. Koonce tries to lob it into Fields. Interception there by Michael Gibson. Here is Philip Cezar working the ball in the right quarter court. They have to hurry. A foul by Tuadles. That's the third team foul for Toyota. They're ahead by 6 points. Only 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Overtime period. The 6th game in the PBA conference to go into overtime. That shot was not counted. We had a preemptive foul by Team Coloso. So, they've just hit the limit. 4 fouls. Okay, Cristobal now. All right, this time it's going to be take 2.
Foul Coloso. Penalty.
Coloso certainly picked up all his fouls in that small stretch of 2 minutes. By Cristobal. He can still bring Crispa back into the game. But how can he if he keeps blowing those charities? By Cristobal with a second shot. It's out. Gibson is there. He's going to go up. The ball rims out with a foul on Andy Fields.
Could have been a possible three-point play there. Right?
Yes.
Gibson had made that shot.
Inaccuracy and the closing stretches just might spell doom for the Redmanizers. Michael Gibson getting his baptism of fire.
The game this has been, you know. Just before the break, we have an overtime game between the two super teams.
Gibson himself is wilting under the pressure. Only 59.5 seconds left. 121 to 116 is still a 5-point lead for the Toyota Super Corollas, and you just watch them run down the clock. They are going to use up every second in their shot clock before they take that last attempt. 47 seconds in the game clock, 12 seconds in the shot clock, and we have a foul.
So that gives them another 25 seconds that they can use.
That gives them another 25 seconds that they can chew up. Donnie Ray Koonce, and again, this is going to be one hell of a waiting game for the Crispa Redmanizers. 36 seconds to go. Fields makes a drive. Nope. But he got a foul. All right, that's foul number 4 for Michael Gibson. I say this is the baptism of fire for Michael Gibson because this is only his second game on Philippine soil, and already he has been thrown into the kind of action that could probably melt even a Wilt Chamberlain.
And look at this, Andy Fields missing his foul throw, Joe.
Well, he's stuckered out. He's practically played the whole game.
Second half, yes.
Got it on the second try. Looks like the Corollas are unreachable now.
Well, Arnie Quadres gave up an easy foul, and we'll have 2 free throws by Philip Cezar.
And look at Fields chastising Arnie Tuadles. Why? Why did you have to foul him? Well, it's all right that Arnie. Philip Cezar on the line. The score, 122-116. You're watching overtime play. Crispa Toyota match, the 116th meeting between these two dynasties of Philippine basketball. The most fabled rivalry in Philippine sports.
Philip Cezar deliberately missed his second free throw, and Arnie Tuadles is going to have a layup here.
And that is the icing on the cake for the Toyota Super Corollas. They are now unreachable with a 7-point lead, 21 seconds to go. And they will add insult to injury with this. Arnie Tuadles missing. He gets it right back. He's going to try again.
Arnie Tuadles has 10 points in overtime.
Well, undoubtedly, Arnie Tuadles is the hero of the game, and I haven't consulted with you in private regarding this matter, Andrew, but I'm sure you will agree with me that our MVP, or rather our Magnolia best player for the evening, is indeed Arnie Tuadles.
I would feel so too, and just wait for our interview with him. Very nice fellow here, Arnie Tuadles.
What a guy. All right, 1 second to go. Oh, Philip Cezar even committed a foul with only a second left.
That's a simple throw-in. Crispa is not yet in penalty.
What happened to the Crispa Redmanizers? They had the momentum going for them when the final horn sounded with the count deadlock at 111. All of a sudden, they folded up. They just collapsed like a bunch of pretzels. Did you see that?
Coloso hit a 3-pointer to beat the gun.
Did you see that? What kind of insult to injury?